gasoline super or blue, then um plug it here. So when it's like if it's gasoline type, the item, and then it will, you know, add item, remove item back to the item. Because I'm trying to check here if the class, so it will be true, right? Because it's allowed to the inventory, the gasoline is allowed. So it should be true. So I want to exempt this if it's a gasoline or not. So maybe since it's true, always true because it's allowed, and then it's not fertilized egg, and it's fertilized egg, we enable this one is enabling the man. So it's enabling our when we add uh, when we add item. So it's enabling, but its casting failed, so it's not enabling anything, right? So it's disabled right now. So even if I add, it's still disabled. But the problem, really problem right there is not this guy, because like I said, it's running on, it's running here, like on tick. So inventory, this one is returning false, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So print. Let's just print it again. What if like so it's false. Still false. So maybe it's getting the other one true. Yeah. So what we need here, when the item um all we need to skip when item is no, because it's getting false because of the fuel. That's the problem. We can just use this. If it's fuel, no, no, no. It's a oh man. I need to make. So this one need to be branched. So we only check fertilized egg on the item if it's egg. And then if it's egg, we need to check this one. But I used end. It's egg and then end bool. Just to make sure. Right. And it's egg and then it uses durability. Right? I'm not then only here we only check if the um we only get stat info just to save some memory and then when it's egg. So if it's not egg, we're not gonna check anything. So it automatically falls and then we're breaking it there. So I think this is the right code for this one. Okay. Aray. I thought this was perfectly fine, but when you run it over, anyway, I just finished it an hour ago and I uploaded, so it's still not working right there. Um, so yes, pause. What? Wait, my son is bothering me. So when I add it, it's disabled, right? But when I add it, it's right there. But when yeah, it's still working. But let's see if it's run at the first time. Let's see. Let's see. So it's disabled, right? So we need maybe we need to run some. I don't know what. He is still disabled until I update the inventory. So probably we can use some sort of wait, I use something here in ref notify. Where is it? Function right here. So I have here inventory refresh. Let's see if we can use this one. Where is it? BP try, BP get, fertilized egg. For the first time, we need to. Or maybe you can put this on begin play. So yeah, it refresh because you see the fuel there. It just change, but this one doesn't change. Oh man! Let's try to put this. I want to make sure it's working. Because earlier it doesn't change the fuel until I open the inventory. Yeah, it still has fuel. So I don't know why this one make it disabled. So let's find. So when begin play, set config, set authority, grind egg. I think this is the one that makes up. I think this is the one. Maybe use this one and then not power because that's not updated. So that's why maybe we can. I should say. I can make a function all of this that in one thing because it's everywhere. It's really hard um to maintain this kind of code because it's everywhere. So maybe we can I can just and I don't know why I put authority with that. I'm not really sure, but this one doesn't run in authority mode. Let's see. Yay, I told you. So maybe I'll remove this one. Only said okay, so try, and it should be pure, so I can just plug it there. Um, okay, so let's make this a function. Set ge disable view. Um, I wish I can make it. Um, it's evolving. So we can just remove all of this thing because we can only use that one. But, but. Oh, yeah, this is real time. So where we should change this stuff. So we need something real time, right? Like always checking our inventory first, and then um, I don't think we need that one here. Also here, we don't need this because we always checking. Uh, we can make we can try. Then when we remove it, we need to try like if it's being disabled or not, right? So what we can do is we put it back, this one in here. I think this one is sufficient that we can disable it or not. So even if in the grind eggs, we are double checking. No, not that one. I think the disabling thing that I'm gonna delete this. I might forget that. No, yeah, delete it. Why you think it's in use because here. So I deleted them. So I think I don't need to use it in begin play. Um, Also here, but later on I'm gonna delete that. Also here, we don't need that. So let's see if it's gonna work. There's so much going on, but that one, I think it's gonna um work properly because it's running on tick real time. See, it's not working. Oh my. So it's not working on tick. Why? I think it's working on tick. Oh man, I enabled it. Maybe I forgot something. Oh, try multi-use. Not. Inventory has fertilized egg. Then, oh, fuck it. So we're trying to use grind, and we don't have um. If it so it's disabled. So but we don't. Yeah, that's the problem. Is we include the disabled use right here. But to be honest, we don't need that because we are doing this one. So let's try. We need to find everything that uses this one so we can disable it. So we only disable the grind egg if doesn't have um fertilized egg, right? So since it's running and tick, we don't need to set it anywhere because it's always checking, right? It's always checking the inventory if it has um fertilized egg and if not, right? So even if it's not fueled, so it's checking as well, right? So you cannot grind egg if it's not powered. And then if it's not powered, then we make it. We turn on the power. Then when it's powered, we can grind egg, right? So send to dedicated storage. We're gonna fix those next. So we are done here. So here we can just remove and maybe find this values, find all, not name all, because it will find the whole thing. And just here, find, set it here, remove them. So it just fall. It's okay. This one is okay. Is there a way to make it true? Virtualized egg and then it's allowed. It makes true, right? You need to know that it's that. So we can return the items back. Yeah, that's okay. So here it's working, so we can just remove this one. When you remove the item, right? So we can just try it first. Just to make sure when we remove items, it is still, disable and enable thing. But yeah, I'm really sure this work. It is like um, like we have a fuel, right? So fuel, then remove it, remove. Just drag it there. Oh no, you know why it's not working because my weight is full. So remove it. So it's still not. So yeah, grinding egg. Why I don't know why it's getting disabled right there, but grind egg. Okay, remove the item. So it's still working without when items being removed. I think this one doesn't really need to. Just the we are doing like tutorial plus refactoring. Okay, so going back, just removed it. So for now, we don't have the code for enabling this transfer. When item added, this one is uh, one item added. One item, no, item added. Because it's already added. This is the inventory and stuff. And then for set config, that's okay. Don't need that. Um, Here, primal use, we're checking if not. Oh, yeah, they fix it again. Oh no, I don't know. How can I disable it? So it's automatically formatted like this instead of like I'm putting it like this. But but anyway, so right here, um, 10 dedicated storages. So we are looking for if inventory has resource, item resource, item generic, so item has to not fuel display, but I'm using end, maybe or on this one, and then I need to put end in here. And not full. Okay, not or full. If we're gonna add another one, is a here gasoline. The other one is super gasoline, not full. Okay, so let's try it. It is still enabled when it detects the resource gasoline, right? So we're fixing it. Okay, so it's still enabled as you can see there. So when I remove it, it doesn't, right? So it needs to like there, there. So it doesn't enable, but right now it's enabled. Huh. And now it's disabled when I transfer this one. I don't know why. Because the egg is consumable. It's egg, not food. We're gonna anyway, wildcard will the editor will format it properly. So even if you make a spaghetti code, it will fix it for you. So right now it's disabled even if you have this. So when I transferred, it's still enabling it. Transfer back, still enabled, still enabled. When I transfer the resource, it's still enabled. That shouldn't do, still enabled. And when I send the egg, it's like now, not fuel. Yeah. So it's enabled, it's disabled. So right now, we only check. Yeah, I think we need to do something like that, like before. First, when item is not egg, if it's egg, it's not egg, and then if it's a gasoline and stuff, not egg, and bool, we need to check all of this. Then when it's a primal, we need to on food, and you move a little bit, or remove the link, the theme, branch, right? So we are only checking if it's not egg, and then if it's not a fuel. So if it's a fuel, then false right away. And if it's um, with after that, when it's not egg, if it's consumable and generic resource, we can check if it has resources. Then not, then everything is false. So if it's not egg, and then if it's a gasoline or super gasoline, then true. Then if it's not false, I think we need to do something like this. A little bit here. I think that's the better. Okay. Actually, I'm not using that. Maybe I'll just remove this later on, just to you know save something. Okay. So here it's enabled now. No, it's enabled. What the heck? So when we, oh man, it sends. So I don't know why. So or and it's true. It should be not, dude. No, sorry about. And why it's or and end and then it's true. When it's egg, it's true. Not egg, it's false. It should be false right away. Yeah, so it's disabled, but um, try to enter it. Disabled because there's nothing in there. Then enable. Finger crossed. Yes, it worked. See? So right, right there, right there. So let's see if it's bigger and egg. So yeah, when you see that, remove this one. It's not fuel, so we need to put it back. Then this is egg, like an egg. Then still, right? But this one is all resources, so it's enabled. So when we remove the egg, still enabled because this is all resources. But when we remove the fuel, it's disabled. Then try it, fuel, and it's still the enabled. Heck, that is work. So if it's not fuel, then true, then go. Not, then go. Yeah. Right. So this one, what is it? Inventory. Oh yeah, this one is egg, right? But I'm using one by one, so I use egg instead. And then I know that it is filtered, so I can just use that one instead of this. So I just remove this one. That to do. And like I said, I'm not using this one. So local resource count. I thought I'm gonna use that, but I think I don't. We can just easily add it. Okay. So next stuff. Um, begin again. We will do power. That's okay. And if it's dedicated, let's see. If it's on, it should be disabled, right? Just you know, see. On, so it's disabled. If it's on, so it will send it, right? But we don't have dedicated storages right now, so it won't do. It's not gonna. So this is just on and off, so we don't need to disable it or whatsoever. But we can disable them if, because it might, right? We can use this both of this. So we can use this one if it's not powered because it's dangerous, right? So they can still, sending resources if it's no power. Okay, so we have a power. So when I turn it off, it should be disabled, right? Then when I put some fuel, then you can send it on. Okay, so oops, did I turn it up? Yeah. So we can send this one Y zero, right? Just making it sure. So let's remove it. So yeah, it's disabled. Highly rude. Okay, so it's disabled. Uh, yeah, I think we're done in our um, multi-use thing. So yeah, here when you try it, um, I I think I didn't explain the grind eggs yet. So send to dedicated storages. We are done with that. We can just disable this one. If you want to go to your project editor settings, uh, disable, and you can put disable nodes control K or like visual code or visual studio code. Um, enable, find enable hotkeys always, the one with enable nodes always, control K or maybe you control. So I think I don't have anything with that. And just close it. If you want to retain a code in your just to save memory and such, just control K. It will disable all. It will not um, it will not when you build it or cook probably it will not um, add it to the build. You have like this, you can just disable them and still include it to your code so you can still see it. So that's the button. Then you can compile them. For here, event nodes. Do we have something else that include event begin? One should be on the top too. So this one doesn't require us to that one. Just delete those. Double check here if it's still there. This one definitely we need to add it to so it will return the eggs that doesn't include in the inventory. Or we can check if the egg is fertilized earlier without the casting thing. We can use that as well. But this one has fertilized, right? What we're gonna do is the item is fertilized. Mm. So it's a step single item. And then we can just copy paste it just to remove the shenanigans of like doing fertilizer. Okay, so I don't really like casting, so you know you need to learn how to optimize your code. So fertilize this egg and then get item info. You connect that one to if it's this fertilized egg using. You can just remove this one and add it here. Then uh, we don't need to cast it, right? Here and branch it. Put this down a little bit. Uh, cover the whole thing. primary consumable egg item. It's egg, so included the unfertilized egg, and then check. I don't think we need this because it's already consumable egg, right? So we don't need this just to save some nodes. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. Okay, so here we need to have some checking. They're doing right or wrong. Okay, so here, if it's like allowed or not. So if it's false, it's still going because it's checking if has um, durability and stuff, right? So we are safe there. So we put it through. Okay. So let's try it again. Make sure that we are making sure that everything is fine. We have a lot of changes. So let's see. Let's check it out. I have a lot of things in my inventory. Maybe we can just throw something away, like the raw one. So I have everything, and then structures, resources, fertilized egg, unfertilized egg. This is the one that we are trying to put it back because this one is a class of um, consumable egg. Transfer all. Voila. It just transferred. Oh man, I think I did something wrong. I'm sorry about it. But going back, it's like it's different. So we need to use um for some here it says -1 higher than either 0 or no. So it needs to be false, not bool. We just negate it because I'm expecting it's correct, but it's way around, right? And we probably um exempt the fuel thing. Okay, so we transfer all. Wait, I don't have weight. Then I'm gonna transfer everything. So I'm not expecting. Yeah. So everything transferred, which is the fuel, and then um this one, the egg, the fertilized egg, and then it gives back. So for example, we know that it's transferred, it's getting back to our inventory when we do transfer, and then it changes the sorting. That means it goes here and then goes back. So that's about it. All right. So yeah, we fixed those. Let's try to explain. If we try multi use the grind egg. So I think this one is so huge. We can have like another 2 hours on this probably. But first, I'm gonna start. Call this bio grinder because this one is derived from bio grinder. I just copy some codes in it and just modify some stuff. Bio grind. Just engram entry. think I name it wrong. Okay, you just open it, It's yeah, there's something like So here, grind egg has no power. We're checking it. Make sure that we are running it in the server. Uh, we are checking. I think it's running on the server, right? Well, let's try it. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. This one doesn't even running on server. All right. So grind eggs, you have authority here, and then we're copying the current inventory because we don't wanna ex- uh we don't want to. We should do that on send because we are trying to clear and remove things. So we might need to copy this one as well as our inventory. Then we can remove it right away after this. We can remove the thing, so we don't need the local item removal. But it does work, so we know we don't need that. We don't need to change anything. But here, so it's a different way of doing it. I'm copying the player inventory. Oh no, the inventory of the egg grinder, and then I'm clearing it first, of course, if it has in my dupe your item. So egg grinder. This one I'm gonna change it because maybe I'll use the my inventory component. That's the better one instead of um, getting here right away. If there's a function or like deriving it, this is came from primal inventory component object reference, right? So that's the same thing, but it does work as well. So yeah, I'm setting it to the copied inventory items, the variable, and then I think we should do this like local. I think it's local already, or what? Yeah, it's not local, it's global. So we need to make it like um, local variable so we can delete it and promote the local variable because this is a function already. So we need to make it a local. And then local inventory identity. So this one is not good. We need to find that. Need to find that clear. And I know it's gonna clear because it's when you call the function and then if it's done, every memory there is being cleared. So, but this inventory items, this one should be deleted because the global item. So okay, the current item I'm setting it. It should be local as well. Current item, right? That. So forgive me about this. Current item. Currently is in use. Where is it? We need to find it. It's being used to all. Okay, so yeah, we're good. I think we can delete it. Still use. Mhm. Okay. where it's being used. What you can do is find names, then find it anywhere. Yeah, this one is not really a good. Remove grinded egg. Where is it? Give um, death harvesting. Or maybe I did. Uh-huh. So we need to fix this anyway. So we're removing the item, the egg, after it's grinded. So we need the reference of the current item ID. Okay. So for now, fact. Okay. So we are setting it on ID. So going back, try multi-use. We need to okay all of this because it's not. I don't want to compile them, right? We find. Oh man, I find it to everything. How can I cancel it? Forget about it. We can just go on an item, find. So yeah, we it's not being used right now. So grind egg, then we need to local current item, right? So local current, local current item, then the class. If it's a side, if wait, um, double check if fertilized egg. So I think I don't need this, but we have fuel, right? We have fuel in our inventory, so we need to check that. Is egg, but it's a primal consumable egg, so that's okay. We don't need that. So when it's true, um, when it's primal consumable, that's okay. We need to. I wanna, yeah. We don't need that because we already made sure that everything is fertilized egg. Okay, so we remove the casting again here. I hate casting. Casting count. Just kidding. All right, so spawn dino based on data egg. So what I do there is when I'm spawning the, because I don't really sure if you can get the death resources on while it's egg. I'm not really sure. So we have the egg item, and then I'm casting it right here. After casting it, spawning it, and then return node, go back there, and then give that resources, give that harvesting resources. So let's see. It should be the dino, right? So if let's see if we can do something else like refactoring this code. Okay, so grind eggs. We have the current item, which is egg. We cast it to egg. I think I cast it down. No, I didn't cast it. So here, get that. No, right? So that egg, get egg dino classes spawn, get reference maybe, objects type reference. No, no, no. Ref, class default, or maybe there's no class default in this. Class default, there's no class default. So we need to resolve the egg to spawn, and then that are no. See, there's nothing. So what you can do is give, yeah. So this one is primal dino character already. Then harvesting component. That harvesting component. That's the one, the thing that you need. You can just close other thing, inventory, inventory, auto send, try use, multi use. I think that should be. So we have the class, maybe class reference, class string reference, no, makes off, no, reference. It's not, this is the class. So I have class to object ref, that harvesting component. There's nothing, right? So probably I need to cast this again. And that's I don't like. So right now, what I should do, if you have some solution, just let me know on that part. So we just remove that. So what I did there is get the class of all the information that I need, like the all the things that I need for spawning the egg from the dino. So and the good thing here is, sometimes we have a chance of twins, quadruplets. I don't know for quadruplets, right? Um, I don't know. I maybe that's a really, but here it's extra baby one and two, right? It's not array. It's not just one. So I'm taking that as a, here. wait. Grind eggs, and then make a sequence, and then give resources of all those babies. So if you have triplets, that's good for you. You got a lot of, um, you got a lot of items or resources that you could get. So get, I must forget, get item ID, find it right here, then feed it from here. Okay. You know what? You can feed all the local item right away, but I choose not to because I didn't use it anywhere. Okay, so here, giving the resources, checking if the spawn dino is still valid, it might get deleted or whatsoever, right? Um, yes. And then after this, checking, and then we are setting it a local spawn dino so we can use it anywhere we without having a long lines. And then also setting this one, the harvest resource entries for the default one and the base one. So we have a lot. So we are trying to merge it together, the array of the resources. But first, we got the reference of the dino that spawned, get its that harvesting component, and then yeah, merge it together. Also, and now we're looping all the resources that we got from that dino. For example, it has prime meat, hide, keratin, and meat, raw meat. So here I'm getting the resources entries one by one, and then get harvest entry, so I can get the class of that item. So I save it, and then I save it to local, so for later on use. But it will be cleared after I set it on next item, right? After that, I'm adding it to the uniquely. Maybe we need to just add because we might missing some class, but it's okay. We don't need that because we just need the quantity. All right. Um, yeah. So my inventory component, which is the which is the grind egg grinder inventory. So I'm adding it the class there, which is for example hide. So I'm adding it temporarily because I'm gonna remove it later. So when you pick it up, when you grind an item, it will add the item in the inventory, but you cannot transfer anything to that inventory. You can take it, but you cannot put it back afterwards. So this is the one. So I'm adding it temporarily. Then after adding it temporarily, get resource multiplier, which is uh the multiplier on your server, and the settings on the default settings on bio grinders when you grind your dino, even if it's a baby or grown up. But for us, we only get baby because I didn't put any levels. So the baby dinos levels, its levels is okay. It will calculated by levels, but in baby age, it's still one or zero. I think. So, yeah, let's check it out. Figure out this one. So you see, use level 4 harvest. 4. Use level 4. Yeah. So for now, I use false. I didn't use level. Is when you look at to the why I'm opening tech arm. Okay, so bio grinder give harvest resources. Use level. If we are using get character status component, base level up points. So it's not the level of dinos. It's your level. Because um if your level is 105, Maybe your you level up points, something like that. It gets multiplier based on your level. So I'm not using that. So it's always false. I just skip this, but I can really, you know, add it when some player wants it, right? Or probably we can add it right now. But since it's like a just simple code, we can just copy paste it and put it in our config, right? Maybe like that. Then get character component, so which is the dino, and then what is this one? So get harvesting component. Um, Going back there. Oh yeah, we have a local dino, so we don't use that one. So let's go there, local dino. Right, this is the good thing on your local variables. Harvesting component, component. Where are you, guy? Get that harvesting component right here. So remove that one. So make sure that we are doing keyboard multiplier is zero point 0.5. Maybe I put this on um dino level keyboard multiplier. Maybe I'll put this on the um config as well. So actually we don't need to make a long lines here like this guy. You can just directly put it there. And then what you're gonna do here is uh you don't need the other stuff, so we can just hide connect unconnected pins, make it cleaner. Light up day, very nice. Okay, so max amount GSR, do you have it? Local max set. Okay, so 111 keyboard multiplier, that's for later on. Current, we have that set. Max amount GSR, max amount GSR, GHR. I think it's grind harvesting resources, grounded or something like that. I don't know why it's named like that. I just copy paste them, then check if it's not my inventory component resource. Added. Don't skip, and it's like here, but we're not gonna add it there since we have earlier. Uh, we harvesting resource entry get amount yes GHR get max amount GHR hit resources. I don't think if it's this one is the same because this one using baby age. So maybe we rename it because this one is for we can compare, right? So this one using multiplier for player and then divided by divide plus one and max one and then round it and then set it, right? And this one it's baby age. It is lerp something. divide max amount times and CO. Oh yeah, so that's different, right? So resources. Mhm. And so this is the only thing that you use. This one, but it's getting looped based on the harvest resource entries, but not the two, right? I don't know. Maybe um we don't need this anyway. We can just remove this. So the amount should be we just maybe we this one needs the loop. Mhm. Wait, what? Wait, I removed some stuff. I need to put it back. I removed this one. So I'm returning the current GHR. So I need to return the local current amount GSR. Local current amount GSR. Okay. I don't know if I use it here. Yeah, it's not. I'm not using it because the resource amount should be right here inside. I have a local. No, I don't have local here. Only use it there. So it's okay. Please, we are setting the local amount, and then if it's higher than no, I should do some modification right here because we only adding the items when it's true, right? So we only wait. Hmm, we need this one. So let's try. I'm looping this one here, 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 then add it there, then multiplier at the end. This one is the config. If you want custom multiplier and such, we don't need this. Don't need that. Get amount GSR. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we need here, if it's higher, not this guy, the guy is higher to 0, then true, we set it, right? Then for the loop, I don't know why I'm returning it. So I'm only getting one item. Oh man, maybe I have something wrong with it. If I'm returning it in the loop, let's try it. Because it should be after the loop, not, it's still looping and then you are returning it. So it's not really a good idea, right? But I feel like I'm getting the real, the real. you call this? So the real amount of the items, not there, should be after loop, right? So yeah, we'll try this before we proceed, because I've seen a lot. I've seen like there's some kind of anomalies right there, but I definitely get the right item. I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna get CM. We get just one item and then fuel it, grind it. See, it's 40 right now. 40, 45. Do you have a 10 right there? Huh, I think this is the right one. Because if I put him back, I'll try. Let's try it. We get 40. Let's get another one if it's random. 45. It's kind of random. Kind of random. 40 earlier, it's now 45. And let's see. 45. And then no keyboard. No keyboard, right? Oh man, I got fooled. Maybe I can just, enable the drop all right here. So yeah, like that. Yeah, it's still 45. No keyboard, right? Just like a random thing. Um, no key, still no keyboard. So maybe the keyboard is like a blue moon. The chances are so low. So yeah, we got 45 on each and more 45. Um, we gonna try it like this. Yeah, like that. So we're not using the player. I mean the dino level yet, right? Okay, so um, granted 15. See, it's smaller. It is smaller, and then yeah, just 10. The keyboard is different computation anyway, so we need to try those things. So we got 15. Let's try it again one more time. Because earlier it's like 40, 45, 45, 45, and so on, right? So we still have 30 right now. Or maybe it's multiplying. Oh, or what? Let's see. If it's like 45 after this one. This is like adding, right? Oh, it makes me confused. What? It's still 30. So after that, it's 30. It's like earlier. It's like static. I feel like it's static. Like when you add it, it's like earlier when 40 40 40, or I mean 45 45. Yeah, right here it's 30 30 30. I don't know what is happening. um I really don't know what's happening. We can review the code from, yeah, it's still 30. I don't know if I have a mistake right there. So let's see this one if it's still static. 75. um Huh. 75. 75. So it looks like there's something wrong in it. Because, okay, after spawning the dino, we don't know if we have extra babies. We're not sure about that. Um, Grind eggs, give, or maybe we just unpin this only the first baby, probably just to make sure. But I spawned it. How can I destroy it now? I'm gonna hear some allo dinos spawn. Okay, so here, we got this. I'm gonna clear them out first, then throw egg, grinded egg. So we grind those egg. It's just 15. And the next one should be, if it's 30, there's something really, really wrong. This is just added and then officially, you know. Wait, let me remove that transitions. I don't like them. It here. UI transitions. Disable menu transitions. Okay, so keratin, drop it. See, no transitions. So grind egg is 20. It's 15 earlier. Now it's 20. Um, just remove everything. Still 20. That's pretty sketchy. 25, 20, 25. I feel like it's random. I think it is random. Uh, yeah, I think it's random. So that harvesting. Oh, I have something else here as well. Remove this one. You guys are really pain. So this is the one that I destroyed the dino after, after I completed the loop. So spawning, get harvesting, local, harvesting resources, and all of them, add unique, and then this is the one that I'm spawning, right? So for here, um, we are returning it. We are setting it right there. Because I want to print this one really bad. Because um, I want to know what is that thing. Look like I'm not the one who coded it. Oh man, I cannot get display, get name, get ref class. What is this thing? break because it's structure. So resource item, yeah. Hmm. Why have two things? Get amount GHR and then get max amount GHR. Yeah, there's a lot of things to tackle here. But mm, get max amount, it's global variable. Okay, so why I do have like this, this current amount GHR. Yeah, just making the max amount. So there's a maximum amount, and maybe this is the limiter of the item that you can generate. So this is just a limited limiter, and then this one is the one who's multiplying those values based on the baby age, right? So this one I don't need to print this one because there's a lot of things there, like the resource item. I think this is the resource item. For example, it's hide, and maybe let's just see what it's printing. Put it like 20, then play it. Okay, so our admin cheat, drop it. I wish I can drop it. Yeah. Maybe I'll find a way to drop it. So your thing, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Never mind. So grind it. Only C keratin, C. So yeah, that's the item. That's all the items that we can check. We don't have return, that's why it didn't give any item. Those things. Then get the amount, the limiter, and then the amount of let's see that. So local game mode, just catch it. You know what? I can catch it right here. I don't know why. I plug it. I plug the casting there. Maybe I just don't want to catch it twice because I'm using it here in the patches. So I probably can just directly like that. Yeah, I think this one is better. Or use it inside of that. Respecting the server setting, the harvest amount multiplier or multipliers. Okay, so we have the dino there. I think I have a dino. I'm gonna remove it. Okay, so that's the patches computation. I don't know what is this. I just copied it from BioGrinder. So yeah, it's getting the Death Harvest max health of the dino, and then the server harvest amount multiplier, multiplying it, divide it, then the divide it to the harvest give resources. It's like the health when you harvesting the dino. It's like that when it's baby as well. It doesn't matter if it's baby or not, but when you harvesting, like the longer held, the much health and much resources you have, so it will divide it from there, then make it just converting it to int and then max 1 or 0. I don't know what's the sense of multiplying it, but you are maxing it to 1. So yeah, so that's your passes right there. So maybe it's like 0.00 something, the chances or whatsoever, and then um it's only max 1. So when it's absolute 1, because it's like dividing it, I mean multiplying it on the resources, right? What else? So after getting the passes, we can get the local game mode here. So how many times we use the local game mode? Um, just one here. There's nothing, right? So we don't need to use this one. You can just copy paste it. Right? I don't know if there's a performance with that casting. I don't know how they do that, but I believe that will be okay. Local, remove the game mode local. Okay, and then game mode, remove it right here. And do we need local? No, right? So save it. So this is to get amount of harvesting stuff. Um, for baby age as well. Again, alpha, the baby age, A or B, or lerp. Just lerping it, and then select float, which is scale with baby dino age. If it's true, pick A. Then false, pick the weight. And then plus the total weight. And then y is not find all reference. Yeah, I use it max amount and then max amount. Yeah, I'm using that. So it um needs to be global variable. Okay, so getting the minimum float in that array. We choose the damage type, and then mean, and then get it in the mean of the other quantity minimum, and then max it to 1 again, right? So yeah, random float range, and then max of this mean, max, getting the max, and then yeah, that's it. And then for this max amount, and then multiply lerp it with the baby age, and then select it again if 1 or 0, because earlier it's mean, that's why it's 0, and now it's max, and then A or B 1 is the value right here, and then multiply it to the minimum any earlier, and with the passes as well. We use the passes, we get the passes. I think get resources, get passes. So we just calculate the passes right here. But it's definitely um we can skip those things, right? So we don't need that. That passes, I think, um right there, passes, and then get skateboard mode, the dino and stuff. So and we can make this pure, and then go there, just remove it, right? The local dyno should be like got it away, and then right here, get game mode, remove that, get amount, and then we need the passes right here, right? So we can just make it later on we're gonna check all if we have passes using the passes. So it's local, same thing, right? Yeah. So after that, it's so really confusing, you know. Well, yeah, it's fit. Okay, so multiplying that, then multiplying the max, and then divide it to player harvesting damage multiplier. You see that it's kind of changing to make it max amount. uh, Get harvesting resources. GHR. No, yeah, I think that's a get. Okay, so going back there, so when we have this, get harvesting, you know, uh, get max harvesting amount, then are we setting the dyno on loop? Yeah, I think, yeah. And then get amount. So we don't have anomalies right here, so we fix that. Okay, so we close that. And here, so after setting up the max GSR amount, which is it's right about here, uh get max GSR amount. So to be honest, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's why it's adding right away. So the first thing we add, and we set the max GSR is adding another one by itself, right? So the moment we get it, we call the get, or the first time, but it's yeah, it's global var, so it's adding, and adding. So when it's loop, it's getting added, then feed it right here. So the first time and the second time it's adding and adding. That's why the local current amount GSR doesn't should be like this, because I know that you know we can still. Okay, so multiply current amount. I think current amount GSR is like global vars as well. Let's see here. BioGrinder current amount GSR. No, it's local thing, right? There's no current amount GSR. So when they compute it like a local variable, like max amount and then current amount, it's a local thing. Yeah, current, right, and max. But still, this max is not a global variable. It's inside the get harvesting resources. So the moment you get the harvesting resources, or I mean, you call the harvesting resources get harvesting resources, not here. When it's spawn dino, when we grind get give harvesting, and then get resource multiplier. Yeah, right? And then we need to, when we call it, it's a global, we set it as a global variable, but it shouldn't be. global variable because it will add, right? So we need to make it like local max local max GSR instead of max amount GSR. So local, we need to find it. Local, that's correct. Local amount, local. Mm-hmm. Get max GSR. Um, hmm. Okay. We need to return something in there because we are setting the local and then max GSR. Hmm. But since we are not, yeah, I think I did it globally because I'm using different kind of function. So what we're gonna do is we need to zero when we do this. We need to zero this one. I think this is the so we need to zero this one, and even if we use it as a global variable, it's okay, right? Instead of right maybe plug it in there and then plug it there another one, right? Max yes, then return the current. This local variable is using this. Then I'm gonna plug it right through there, right? So that's you can do that just to remove confusions, but this one should do. We can try though. Let's see if we have best multiplier. Maybe that's too high or something. You can compare it with BioGrinder, but you need to spawn, you know, spawn baby dinos every time you test it, and it's random. So we don't have Allosaurus right now. So we have 45 here, 15, 25. Probably that's okay. I think 10. Yeah, it's kind of random right now. It's not, you know, the same thing in the same thing in the same. Like earlier. Let's try it another one. See? 5. I think this is the right one. Yep. It's random. Why it's 45 earlier? And now it's always 5. I suspect that this is 20. So maybe there's something wrong about the calculation. Yeah, I put 5 and it's 20. So there's something wrong about our calculation. Probably the passes. Let's see the passes. The harvesting for max 1. Think, no, this is not the one. I suspect this really. Hmm. Let's let's see. Hmm. Wait. And um we notice we notice that it's 5 5. Everything is the same. I think this is wrong because I'm spawning let's close this one. Yeah, this one. It should be inside of get resources multiplier because it's wait. we are looping here, right? So we need to pass, instead of looping there and get the calculation, we need to send the entries from here, not there. Because we are trying to loop the entries there again, like this one. We are looping the entries, and then we are looping the entries right here. So the first thing that he gets the 5, and it should be 5 for everything. I'm sorry. So we need to find, we're not going this because the entry we have is already been done. Okay. So think we need to local harvest resource entry. Harvest. What we're gonna do is pin it first, then unpin it, promote the variable local variable. What is called local harvest resource and entry. Should be entry. This is one. Entry. Okay. So we have that. Then we're gonna remove this as well. So we tried like the harvest resource. We can remove this completely and then plug our resource entry from outside. From outside. I think this should do side. Okay. So this appending should be eliminated. Local resource entries. We can just remove that guy. We don't need that. I think this is the right one. So we don't need to set it because we can just directly return the local amount, yes, times. Yeah, I'm multiplying it. It's okay. Uh, Multiplying it in the config. If you have a uh, custom thing, don't put it on 0 because it will return none. Okay. So the first one, I want to fix this as well. Remove this one. So we are returning it based on the item, right? So this one is much cleaner. Diner resource entry, harvest resource entry, harvest resource entry, right? So we only need that harvest resource entry. Yeah, cool. Okay, so what we need to do, the give one is we need this one. Plug it right here, and I think it will give the right item, right calculation. I didn't notice that before. You know, my objective before is just to get the resource item and send it to the dedicated, you know. dedicated storages, and that's it. I'm done. But right now, I'm seeing everything I need to fix. Okay, so grind egg. What? It didn't give anything. What the? What the give? Sometimes zero. That's why it didn't give. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't give resources. So let's fix that. Okay. So we have local resource. Oh no, I made it wrong. That's the entry. Why I need the entry? I need the local resource item. So what we need? What I need here? Oh yeah, that's correct. Harvest resource entry, right? Maybe I broke it. Why it's not working? So local harvest resource, harvest resource amplify. I don't know why it doesn't have. So loop, you're looping it and then adding it one by one, but the amount is button up. So what I'm doing here is local amount. So oh, did I use the local amount? That's why. Because I'm using the current. It's not being. It's not. It didn't set the current amount multiplier. Yeah, that's why. I forgot to plug it in. So remove that cable. Okay, so we have 35, 10, 20, 20. That's a lot. That's a lot of people right there. 10, 10, 10, 10. Why it's all 10? Not being 5, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 10, right? 5, 5, 5. This is the problem. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Just the meat is just being times 2. It's just the same. It's not being. I think this one. The prob. I don't know. Wait, let's double check. So I'm trying to remove this. Max CSR plus max CSR. Then it will be added max CSR. Add it right there. Amount times about the passes. Let's see the passes. Yeah, it's not being like that. I think the only thing, the current, I think the current is not being changed as well. Let's find the current amount VHR, current amount VHR. Yeah. So definitely know that this one is being. Was then I did 0. So I'm calling this multiplier every time it loops in this when it's looped right here. And I wonder why it's always 5. Now I really want to try if um this cable as well, right? Mm, So just max amount plus. If I don't, let's try. But it's not. I know that I need to clear this one somehow. But it's a function. It should be 0 after you call it, right? But after the loop, it should be cleared. So 25, 5, 25. The first grind it, when you grind it at first, it's look like it's 25, 30. Try it again. 25, 30. Now it's the same for every. I wonder. I know that it is random. It should be random. 40, 10, 40, 40. See, now it's different, right? And there's so many. Maybe just the chances that I always get the same number. But right now it's not. Right now it's not. See, 20. Right now it's good. Same thing over and over. You drop everything. Oh man. Hollow egg. 2020. Maybe that's the chances. I don't know. Earlier when I tried it twice,